They walked into the kitchen confident. Some were smiling. Some were curious. A few looked nervous. These were professional chefs from different parts of the world. France, Italy, Japan, the US, used to Michelin stars, fine dining, and strict recipes. But this time, they weren't cooking their own food. They were about to cook Filipino food for the first time. And none of them were prepared for what was about to happen. One of them laughed and said, "How hard can it be? Food is food." That confidence didn't last long. The first dish placed in front of them was adobo. Simple ingredients, they thought. Soy sauce, vinegar, garlic, bay leaves. Easy. One chef sniffed the pot and paused. He tasted the sauce and frowned. "It's sour, but also salty, but also rich," he said slowly, like his brain was trying to catch up. Another chef asked, "Do we add sugar?" A Filipino cook smiled and said, "Sometimes. Sometimes not." That answer confused them even more. They started cooking. Vinegar went into the pan. One chef immediately tried to stir it. He was quickly stopped. "Don't stir yet," they told him. He looked shocked. In his training, vinegar was always adjusted, balanced, corrected. Here, he was told to trust the process. That moment alone made them uncomfortable. One chef whispered, "This goes against everything I learned." When the adobo was done, they tasted it. Silence. Then one chef said, "Why does this taste better the longer it sits?" Another said, "This shouldn't work, but it does." You could see it on their faces. Respect was forming. Then came sinigang, the sour soup. When they were told it was supposed to be sour, one chef laughed. "How sour?" he asked. The answer was simple, yes. They tasted the broth and their faces changed instantly. Eyes widened. Lips puckered. One chef actually stepped back. "This is aggressive," he said. But then he took another spoonful. And another. "I can't stop," he admitted. They tried to recreate it. Tamarind paste, vegetables, meat. They kept tasting and adjusting, but it never felt right. "In my cuisine, sour is controlled," one chef said. "Here, sour is the star." That realization hit them hard. Filipino food wasn't trying to impress in a fancy way. It was trying to make you feel something. Halfway through the video, if you're enjoying seeing these chefs struggle, learn, and fall in love with Filipino food, this is a good time to like the video, subscribe for more stories like this, and share it with someone who loves food. And here's a question for you. What Filipino dish do you think is the hardest for foreigners to understand? Drop your answer in the comments section. Let's see how many people agree with you. Next was kare, peanut sauce in a savory stew. The chefs were skeptical. One said, "Peanuts with meat?" Another quietly said, "This feels wrong." They tasted it and froze. "This is deep," one chef said. "It's not sweet like I expected." They tried cooking it themselves, but the balance was tricky. Too thick, it felt heavy. Too thin, it lost its soul. One chef finally admitted, "This isn't just cooking. This is memory food." Then came bagoong, the fermented shrimp paste. The smell alone made one chef cover his nose. Another laughed nervously. "Are you serious?" he asked. They tasted it with mango. The reaction was priceless. Shock, confusion, then surprise. "Why does this work?" one chef asked. No one had an answer. It just did. Lechon was next. Crispy skin, juicy meat. They knew roasted pork, but not like this. One chef tapped the skin and smiled at the sound. When he tasted it, he closed his eyes. "This is celebration food," he said. "This is not everyday food. This is joy." They tried to recreate the skin. They failed. Again and again. "Your technique is simple," one chef said, "but the execution is brutal." As the day went on, their attitude changed. At the beginning, they wanted to master Filipino food. By the end, they wanted to understand it. One chef said something that stuck, "This food isn't about perfection. It's about connection." They talked about how Filipino recipes are rarely written down. A little of this, until it tastes right. That scared them at first. In their world, everything is measured. Here, feeling mattered more than numbers. One chef admitted, "I feel like a beginner again. And I haven't felt that in years." Before the final dish, they were asked a simple question: would you put Filipino food in your restaurant? At the start of the day, most would have said no. Now, they hesitated. One said, "Not yet. I need to respect it first." Another said, "Yes, but only if I do it honestly." The last dish was halo halo. The chef stared at it: ice, beans, fruit, milk, ice cream. Chaos in a glass. They mixed it and tasted it. Laughter filled the room. "This is fun," one chef said. "This is not serious food, but it's serious happiness." That line summed up everything they learned. At the end, they sat quietly. No cameras in their faces for a moment. Just reflection. One chef finally said, "I thought I was coming here to teach. I ended up learning." Another added, "Filipino food doesn't ask for approval. It just exists. And that's powerful." Now it's your turn. If you had to introduce one Filipino dish to a foreign chef, what would it be and why? Would you start them with adobo, or would you challenge them with something bolder like dinuguan or balut? Drop your thoughts in the comments section. Let's have a real conversation. And if this video changed the way you see Filipino food, or reminded you why you love it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more amazing content like this. Because sometimes, the most unforgettable reactions come from food that doesn't try to be anything else but itself.